suis malade, complètement malade, comme quand ma mère sortait le soir et qu'elle me laissait seule avec mon désespoir. Je suis malade, parfaitement malade.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. Now, once again, I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers or low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now today I'm going to do my best to upload about say 4 reactions, and I will let you know on these particular artists as I'm going along. So my 4th reaction of today is going to be Lara Fabian, and I have been recommended Lara to check out Lara Fabian for a long time coming, since I've been started reacting to Dimash Kudaibergen. And I know Lara Fabian is an avid, a brilliant singer. She's a brilliant songwriter as well, and a brilliant performer, as in presenting her emphasis and expression onto the camera for us to feel, just the way how Dimash Kudaibergen does. So I'm very, very excited to check out how she does that. This is going to be my first ever solo reaction of her. I did do a reaction to her doing collaborating with Dimash, and I believe it was on Igor's birthday, when involving the Olympic ice skaters as well, and that was an absolute amazing thing to watch. It really, really was. So it's warranted me to check out Lara Fabian individually now, on an individual purpose. So I'm going to check out, and I've got it down here, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because I am absolutely rubbish when it comes to pronunciations. Jesus, malade. That's what I've got. I know that I'm not. I'm going to go for a J-E. I'm saying that's J, you know, J or J or J, you know. And S-U-I-S is sus, Jesus. And then you got malade. Malade. I don't know what that is. I'm not a French speaker, and I'm not going to try and be one either. But I have to respect when respect is due, you know. So that's going to be my 4th reaction of today. But before that, if this is your first time coming over to my channel, then please go over to my homepage and work your way from the bottom all the way up to the top, because there's some fantastic, amazing, brilliant artists which I do not want you to miss out on. And I simplified it for you. I've broken it down into various categories, so it's easy for you to go in and check out these individual artists. Just remember, these are established artists and non-established artists. And once you do a comparison, you will come to the realization that these particular artists with low subscribers and low views are sometimes equally as good as any top-list A-list artist out there. That's why I've mixed them up. So you can check out Lara Fabian and check out unknown artists and just look at and do a comparison. You think like, wow, you know, the gap used to be so much wide between established artists and non-established artists. The gap is now closed. It really has. So look, that's going to be my next reaction. So without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? The intro.
Je ne rêve plus.
She's beautiful.
Je ne fume plus. Je n'ai même plus d'histoire. Je suis laide sans toi. Je suis sale sans toi.
Sorry, I just stopped it right there. Apologies. I know it's only just started. She looks like she can easily be Shakira's sister. You know Shakira, don't you? She looks like she can be, them two could be, you know, sisters. That's the first thing that, not even her vocals, just have, the first thing that, look, this is my first ever experience of Lara Fabian as a solo. when I saw her earlier, she was a more older person. This looks like going back, way back in the number of years where she was, the young Lara Fabian. She is absolutely beautiful, number one. And then it led me into like, oh, she could easily be Shakira's sister. And then I'm hearing the vocal control and just being bedazzled. She gave me the same kind of, I know she's been out longer and she's been more established than Demis Kudbergen. But you remember when, as you know, when Demis starts, he's quiet, he's looking around, he's, drawing in that kind of, the aura, and everybody's in suspense because they don't know what's he looking at, what's he doing, he's presenting himself, he's drawing in, getting ready. And I'm only thinking that, is he getting that inspiration from Lara? Because I know that, that must be her, he looks up to her. And when you look up to an artist, you kind of, I wouldn't say you steal or you take away, but there's certain things that rub off from you. And I'm looking at the similarities between the intro of the stance and the face expressions of what Demis does to what Lara does. And I just can't help that Demis has got some kind of, has been inspired by the way how she portrays herself in the beginning, that some parts is rubbed off of him, onto him. And he's delivering the same kind of facial expression, the emotions, even before the song started. That's how you get the audience. Before he even starts, he's grabbed you already, just by his facial expressions. And I'm seeing it the same thing with Lara. So question is, did Demis, is it rubbing off from Demis from watching Lara, or is it Demis getting it from somewhere else? That kind of thing. I'm going to go back just a little bit. But this is absolutely fabulous. I won't be pausing a lot, I promise you.
Je suis sale sans toi, comme une orpheline dans un dortoir. Je n'ai plus envie de vivre ma vie. Ma vie cesse quand tu pars. Je n'ai plus de vie et même mon lit se transforme en quai de gare.
She's almost talking, singing.
Quand tu t'en vas, je suis malade.
It means I'm sick. I could have found out through Wikipedia, to be fair.
Ma mère sortait le soir et qu'elle me laissait seule avec mon désespoir. Je suis malade, parfaitement malade.
She's a monster.
On ne sait jamais quand tu pars, on ne sait jamais où. Et ça va faire bientôt 2 ans que tu t'en fous.
So I'm going to pause it just there. I promise you I won't be pausing a lot. Just that end part there. She reminds me, sounds like, not being similar. If I was going to, my brain's going overtime, as in, who does she remind you of? And the closest artist that she reminds me of, in certain little things that she does, like I said, and number one, she will kill this artist when it comes to singing, is Celine Dion. There's certain things that she's reminding me of Celine Dion in this. I'm not, like I said, not similar. This person here, Lara, can swim over Celine Dion in many different kind of ways. But there's certain power things that she's doing that is just reminding me of Celine Dion. I'm not doing a comparison. I'm not saying comparison. Like you say, that plum reminds me of that peach. You're not saying that the plum is the peach. You're not saying the plum tastes like the peach. You're not saying, it's just that a point of reference that my brain is like, no matter how many times you try and stop your brain from doing it, your brain always tries to find a connection. And my brain is saying Celine Dion. It really is up. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? And saying, yeah, I am. But like I said, Lara Fabian can walk the park off of her, of Celine Dion. I'm just saying that's what my brain is is overthinking, overticking, and is doing that. How dare you, brain? You know. I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
Comme un rocher,
Like to a rock.
comme un péché.
Comment caché?
Je suis accrochée à toi. Je suis fatiguée. Je suis épuisée de faire semblant d'être heureuse. Quand ils sont là, je bois toutes les nuits.
She's a turn on, isn't she?
Et tous les whisky, pour moi, ont le même goût. Et tous les bateaux portent ton drapeau. Je ne sais plus où aller. Tu es
She can talk to me
partout.
anytime.
Je suis
Seriously.
malade, complètement malade. Je verse mon sang dans ton corps et je suis comme un oiseau mort. Quand tout est du dos, je suis malade.
Wow.
Parfaitement malade. Tu m'as privé de tous mes chants. Tu m'as vidé de tous mes mots. Pourtant, je crois que j'avais du talent.
She's given me everything and more.
Dans ta peau, cet amour m'a tué.
Wow. Wow.
Si ça continue, je crèverai seule avec moi, près de ma radio, comme un gosse idiot, en écoutant ma propre
Just
voix
that itself.
qui chantera. Je suis malade,
Je suis malade.
complètement malade, comme quand ma mère sortait le soir et qu'elle me laissait seule avec
Can you hear Celine
mon
Dion?
désespoir. Je suis malade, c'est ça. Je suis malade, tu m'as privé de tous mes chants.
Did you see how far away she had the microphone and she still sounded as powerful as the mic was right there?
Et j'ai le cœur complètement malade, cerné de barricades. T'entends, je suis malade.
Wow. 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 So that was Lara Fabian with Je suis malade. There, she's given me so much different kind of emotions, emphasis, control, passion, drive. It took like a lot of energy from me. I don't even know what it took out from her. Sometimes, you know, a fantastic artist is an artist where they draw so much from you. Where when they have finished, you feel that you've just done a marathon. You know, you feel you're all hot, you're all sweaty. It's like, oh my gosh, what's just happened to me? You know, and she does that. She can deliver that. She can take that from you. She's giving you talking in subtle, she's giving you textures, she's giving you everything in there. It's just amazing when you get an artist who's just, it's all about, that's their life. That's all they think about is that, you know, is emphasis and exploring textures and different ways to connect with you, different ways to draw out what they need to draw out from you. You know, and Dimash Kudaibergen does it all the time. And now I can see his sort of like influences and his certain things that rub off. You know, like I said, I understand that Dimash Kudaibergen is a massive, massive, massive fan of Lara Fabian. And I believe that he has sung a couple of her songs as well. as well as Igor working with Lara Fabian as well. But I've been hearing about her. Don't get me wrong, I have been hearing about her, but I just haven't haven't gone around to actually reacting to any of her material. And I'm glad that I've gone back rather than stay in the present time to find out what she is. This is the much younger Lara Fabian. Is it Lara or is it Laura? Let me know about that, number one, as well, because I want to get the name right. Most of it's different pronunciations depending on what countries you go to. But she looks, number one, she's beautiful as anything. When I saw her doing the collaboration, she looked about in her 40s kind of thing. In this one, she looks like she's in her 20s. I'm not too sure if she is 20s or whatever. I can say that she's beautiful. She's got an absolute powerhouse of her vocals as well. She even when she's talking, I was sucked in. I just wanted to marry her. When she was talking, I just wanted to marry her. Has she been a sex symbol? Because during this performance, she was a turn on. I'm not gonna lie, she was an absolute turn on in what she was saying, what she was doing. It was a turn on. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who thinks in that way about her when she actually sings. If she was there singing in front of me, I would absolutely melt. I would really melt. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I really wouldn't. And I'm sure you girls feel the same way when you see Dimash Kudaibergen sing. He brings that same kind of je ne sais quoi to the table. And I'm just thinking, he got it from her. You know, he's seen her, he's studied her, and that's what, you know, do you understand what I'm saying here? She's a long time established, long before Dimash Kudaibergen's been out. But I can see why Dimash would love her. I would love her. I don't think I can handle being in the same room as her if she's going to be performing like that. I would absolutely melt. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I really wouldn't. She is brilliant. She draws out a lot. She really does draw out a hell of a lot from you. You know, you lose weight just by listening to 5 or 6 of her songs. I don't know if I can handle being in a concert where she's knocking out about, say, 12 songs in that one session. I don't know if I can survive. I really don't know. I can just about survive Dimash Kudaibergen, to be fair, because he just brings out so much. He draws out so much. For that reason, I salute you. Absolutely fantastic. Really was.
Et je ne